Did someone ever make you feel small or even just a little bit stupid, like you had no idea what you were doing? It's happened to me. Hey everyone, it's Danielle Paisalis from Expat Livin here. Let me tell you, one of the most humbling experiences of my move from the United States to Spain was not about figuring out visas or setting up healthcare or even enrolling my kids in school. No, it was getting my driver's license. Now, I had been driving for more than 20 years. I've owned multiple stick shift or manual vehicles, and I thought I was a pretty decent driver. But you know what? Spain doesn't care about that, any of that. Not only did I have to retake the driver's license test, I was also required to take mandatory driving lessons, like I was 16 years old again. And honestly, it felt more like I was 6 years old, sitting there while some instructor reminded me how to shift a gear. Spoiler alert, I did pass the test, but let's just say it's an experience I never want to repeat. So if you're planning to move abroad, you might be wondering, where is it easier to get a driver's license? Because trust me, you don't want to go through what I went through if you don't have to. So here's the good news. Some countries do make it a whole lot simpler if you've already got a valid driver's license from places like the United States, Canada, the UK, or South Africa. There are places where you can just swap your license out, no tests, no driving lessons, no stress. Let's just start with a few of the friendliest spots. Top of the list is Portugal. Portugal is a dream for drivers. If you've got a UK license, you can exchange it without any testing, and they've got some agreements with a bunch of other countries too. Belgium, Croatia, Cyprus, Italy, Bulgaria, Romania, Latvia, Luxembourg, and Slovakia. Yes, that's a long list, but all of these allow you to exchange a UK driver's license, and in many cases a US or Canadian license too, just by showing proof of residency and paperwork. No road test required, so that's a game changer for you. In Canada, in provinces like Ontario, Manitoba, Nova Scotia, and New Brunswick, they make it really straightforward. If you're coming from the United States, the UK, or certain other countries, you can just simply swap your license through their reciprocal program after a vision test and some paperwork. And that's it. So there's no road test, just be sure that you bring your glasses. Now, the United Kingdom. If you're moving to the United Kingdom, things can be smooth too, but it's going to depend on where your license is from. It's not universal. So if you are an American, if you're from the United States, it depends on the latest reciprocal rules, but it's definitely worth checking into with the current list. Right now, with the United States driver's license, you can drive for up to 12 months in the UK without having to get a UK driver's license. But after that 12 months is up, you will have to take the test. Of course, in most of these places, you'll need to prove that you actually live there. You know, usually that's as simple as showing your rental agreement or your contract or your local registration document. But it's not just about your driving experience. It's about proving that you belong in the system. All right. So now, if you're moving from South Africa with a South African license, things get a little bit trickier. Fewer countries have reciprocity with South Africa, so there's a much higher chance that you're going to have to take some kind of test when you relocate. Sorry. So here's the bottom line. If you're coming from the United States, the UK, or Canada, you've got a decent chance of an easy exchange in places like Portugal, Belgium, Croatia, or certain provinces within Canada. If you're heading to a country without reciprocity, like Spain, well, prepare yourself for a few humbling lessons behind the wheel. For me, it was one of the most frustrating parts of moving abroad. But, you know, it also reminded me of something bigger. Moving abroad will test you in ways that you didn't expect. And sometimes it will make you feel small or even a little bit stupid. But there's the truth. The truth is that those moments, they don't define you. They're proof that you're learning, you're adapting, and that you're building a new life from the ground up. So if you ever find yourself stalling in a car in front of a driver instructor or fumbling through paperwork in a language that you barely speak, remember, you're not failing, you're growing. If this video was helpful to you, please hit that like button below, subscribe for more expat tips, and share your own felt small moments abroad in the comment section below. I promise you we're going to laugh together because, you know, we've all been through it. And as always, at Expat Livin, we help you get from where you are to where you want to be.